So I'll go back to when my father died. I was 13. He was killed in a one-car accident. I was the oldest. And I knew deep inside that he continued to live on some plane. And yet everyone around me, the adults, were just overwhelmed with grief. Even though they believed it too, they somehow didn't make the connection that if he still lived on some plane, how do I continue with language communication? And it wasn't until the day of his funeral, which we would have the viewing in the home first, and then the casket would be taken to the chapel or the church, and people were lined up outside our door and down our street to come in and say their goodbyes to my father and wish my mother blessings. And I looked out the window, and there were all of these people who loved my dad, valued him. And his sister came into the room and said he had a lot of friends, didn't he? And I just burst into tears. In that moment, I was able to grieve his loss on the physical plane. What I didn't have then is anyone, like maybe another auntie or another granny, who would say, Sharon, he did, and he does, and he is still available. Look around, and you will feel him, and you will sense him, and he even can tell you more than he was able to in his physical body, because I'm very telepathic. But I can go back and tell myself that as a young child.